Hello everyone, today we're going to be doing another video on Unity. This is the getting used to the UI, and once you've installed Unity you'll have to do a reboot. After the reboot, once you launch Unity, you will find yourself with this sign into Unity. You could make your own Unity account, or you could sign in with Google, which is what I'm going to be doing. After that, you will be asked for a license. If you are using Unity Plus or Pro, you will get a serial number, but I will be using Personal. Once you've made about 100,000 for your game. Okay. It will ask you to use an option. I don't use Unity to its professional capacity, but if you are hoping to make some money, you should pick one of these. And activation, start using Unity. There you go. So this is where you'd see all your projects. To make a new project, you go ahead and click New and name it what you would like. I'm going to name this Example. Set it where you would like, what organization you are in. Would you like it 3D or 2D? We will be making a 3D game. This could be later adjusted. And yeah, you could add an asset package, but we will be doing that inside. Unity Analytics, you can keep that on or off. So go ahead and hit create project. This might take a while. Okay, so once you have loaded it up, you should not get this message. I have just downloaded an older version of Unity. Okay. For Unity, it is recommended to have a mouse. Okay. And for the mouse, you're going to need this middle mouse button. You could pan with this middle mouse button. With the right click, you could look about the room. And with the middle button, you can select things. So that's this area over here. This area over here is the inspector, or the services, which you, in-app purchasing, all that stuff. You can turn them on if you would like. Now if you go up into inspector up here, as you can see, I have selected my object here, and I can see everything about it. It is called directional light, and where it is at, what's the rotation, what's the scale. Okay, if I go up to my hierarchy, there's two things over here, the main camera and the directional light, which I just talked about. I click the main camera. Over in the inspector, we can see all of its details. Now if I go down here, this is where you will keep your scripts, your prefabs, etc. Your console will tell you what's wrong. Sometimes wrong's in the script. Yeah. Okay, so that's the UI, and personally I do not really like this layout, so that is why I would like to change this layout. So this is the layout that I do like. To save your layout, you can just go to Layout, Save Layout, what you want to call it. Okay, and go ahead and hit Save. Now, let's go ahead and make a object. So if I right click on a hierarchy, hover over 3D object and click on cube, and make sure nothing is selected. There you go, I have made a cube. Okay. Let's go ahead and set the position to 0, 0. Okay, and hit N to zoom in on the cube. Okay, so once did that, we can actually move the cube with this button up here by doing this, this, and this. This moves it along the z-axis. The green one moves it along the y-axis, and the red one moves it along the x-axis. This next one rotates it. This red one rotates it along its x-axis. This green one rotates it against the y-axis, and the blue one rotates it against the x-axis. Okay, and over here we see your game display, which if you run the game, this is all you will see. This next one is the scale tool. Okay, so you probably know the blue one scales it along the x-axis, the green one scales it along the x-axis, the blue one scales it along the z-axis, the red one scales it along the x-axis, and the green one scales it along the y-axis. Right now, if we run the game, nothing happens. That is because we have not added anything to happen. Now, if we turn off the game and click on the cube, go on to Add Component, and click Rigid Body. Now it will have gravity and use physics. Now if I click on it, this should fall. See? So now it uses physics and gravity. Now if I add another block and move it slightly above, it will not have a rigid body. So this one has a rigid body, and this one has a rigid body. Now if I move this above it, bring these slightly down. Okay, so cube so the cube with rigid body will fall, and since it is using physics, will fall off this. Look, if you just let it initialize, since it is now using physics, it should fall off like that. Okay, hope you guys liked this video.